Tungunan mo kaya na sound.
Okay, hello.
Ayan,
Rinig
hello
niyo
po.
ba?
Rinig mo.
Okay, yung una, consider mo natin uniform circular motion. Kung ano yung acceleration. So, we've already computed this. So, I'll just recall na yung acceleration. So, if you're moving at constant speed, constant direction on a circle, so twice lang or counterclockwise lang, yung known result ay yung acceleration is always going to point towards the center. Yeah. Pakita ko yung video ko lang. So, ito yung radius. And then yung acceleration. So, yung notation na for acceleration ay double-headed arrow. It points towards the center. So, to maintain uniform circular motion, the acceleration must be pointed toward the center, and the acceleration must be related to the speed by A equals V squared over R, where R is the radius of the circle. Ngayon, paano kapag non-uniform? So, circular motion pa rin, pero non-uniform. So, ang main yung acceleration, merong dalawang components. May tangential at merong, so, copy natin, no?
Tsaka radial din.
So, so may radial, tawagin natin na A sub R. Tapos may tangential, which is, ito yung component, A tangential. Ngayon, so yung tangential components related yan sa angular velocity. So if theta dot, so ito yung shorthand notation in Newton for d theta dt. Another symbol for this is omega, the instantaneous angular velocity. Then, yung radial acceleration is going to be still kung instantaneous speed. Tapos yung tangential is going to be r square omega dot. Or, teka, na-introduce ko yung Newtonian notation na pag over dot, ibig sabihin, take the time derivative.
Time derivative o dt kagad.
Yun na. Pagka, if you have some function tas may dot, that's actually the same as df dt. So, Newton's notation to. Yung mga higher physics books, mahilig gumamit ng over dot kasi may madaling isulat eh. Pero shorthand siya for this.
Pero ano
So,
po, paano po yung mga ibang kung iba po yung kumbaga hindi po dt yung sa ilalim?
meter, yeah, R, I think omega dot square pala to. Yung units kasi should be meter per second square. So, ito yung tamang dimensionally, ito yung ini-expect ko. Ngayon, hindi ko ipapaprove ko na lang sa itong ano, so prove this later. May guided may guided exercise kung paano gawin 'yan. Okay. So, yan yung main results. So, kung non-uniform yung circular motion, but it's still circular motion, the acceleration will still be v squared over r, pointing towards the center. Tapos, yung tangential acceleration is r times, sorry, hindi omega dot. Tama na yan. Omega dot is radian per second square. So, tama. Yan. Okay na yan. Ano to eh? Ngayon kong i-derive siya eh. So, dimension analysis yung ginamit ko para i-recall lang siya. Okay? So, ngayon, importante lang yung ganyan kasi may mga problems na hindi kasi ini-explain sa book na may mga problems kasi nagbibigay sa book na circular yung motion pero hindi uniform. Tapos, ito pala yung ginagamit. Medyo, ano yun eh, may black magic kasi yun eh. Actually, may ano yan, may component along the tangential, may component along the radial. Kasi, example, ano yung mga examples ng problems na non-uniform circular motion?
Parang nag-iiba po yung ano lahat. Let's say, nag-iiba yung parang yung gano'n na yung parang oscillating.
Yung yung isa example yung roller coaster loops. So, kung meron kang may loop the loop. So itsura nung, di ko alam kung nakapaglaro ka ng mga ganito eh. May mga cars na ang gagawin, yung motion nila, so let's say you have a car here,
Obo.
tapos tatakbo dito, it's going to go up, and then didiretso na ganyan. Ngayon, yung mga ganito, unpowered. So, ang experimental setup dito ay paglalaroan mo yung initial speed. Tapos gusto mong gawin, anong speed yung kailangan para pag umakyat siya, makaikot siya pabalik. Kasi yung behavior nito, pwede kasing it's going to go up to some height, tapos babalik. Mag-oscillate siya. Yung other behavior naman ay somewhere here, dito, pwedeng mag-drop off siya. At a certain critical speed, tatawid siya na, aakyat siya hanggang sa taas and then didiretso papunta sa kabilang side. Ngayon, bakit siya non-uniform circular motion? One, gravity is the only forces acting here are the normal force from the floor and gravity. So, the normal force does not have any effect on speeding up or slowing down the motion of the car. We will show later na the only thing that will produce changes in speed is the gravitational force. Actually, yung isang theorem later ay only forces that point in the same direction as the motion of as the velocity will increase the speed of the object. Forces that are perpendicular to the instantaneous velocity will change the direction. Yun yung effect ng forces. So if the instantaneous velocity looks like this, tapos may two forces ka, one pointing in perpendicular and another in the same direction, this will change the direction. This will change the speed. Yan yung isang result na papakita natin later. So ngayon, ito yung at least yung mga ini-expect natin. So, yeah, non-uniform circular motion, this is what will happen. Okay. So, pero sa ano, yung ano natin dito, yung I think most of the problems that we'll be dealing with here will be ina-assume natin uniform circular motion. Para madali. So isang example, so balik tayo dun sa ano, sa uniform circular motion. So one example is the rotating turntable. New page na tayo. I think yan yung ano eh. Yan yung mga iconic na examples, yung rotating turntable, hindi, running in a circle, or driving on a circular path.
Tama.
At constant speed, counterclockwise. So, when you're driving, ano yung mga external, so dito, so for the car, on this circle, so let me just copy this. Tapos tanggalin muna natin yung ito. So yung model natin, we have a car. And it's moving around at a constant speed. V. Ngayon, yung assumption dito ay the circle is on level ground. So, pag view natin, so ito top view. Yung side view will look like this. So, ito yung, let's say, ito yung mark for the center of the circle. So, ito yung side view. Ito yung car, which we model as a point particle to make the modeling easier. So, ito yung kotse. Ngayon, it's moving in a circle, so that means yung acceleration should be in this direction. Ngayon, ano yung forces? What are the forces acting on the car? Assuming no sliding.
No, so wala pong friction.
Hindi, may friction dyan.
Hindi yan, may friction ball. Tapos yung, ano, may normal force.
Okay, so, yung normal force is anong direction?
Pataas po.
Pataas. Yung gravitational force, anong direction?
Gravitational, bababa po.
Pababa. Aside from this, ano pa yung forces?
Yung nga po friction. Tapos
Okay, friction points in what direction?
opposite of the acceleration.
Teka, the net force has to be in the same direction as the acceleration. Are there if the friction points this way, bakit ang acceleration nandito?
Hmm. Kasi meron nga pong force na, may thrust nga po. Paano nga yan?
Hindi. Ganito. What are
Okay.
the
Hindi po, yung friction is going the other way. Yung
so the
tires
friction?
against the ground nga po. So, it's propelling
So,
it forward. So, dapat forward po yung friction.
hindi. Actually, hindi forward yung friction dito. Kasi kung in the same direction as kasi 'di ba? Ito side view to. Balik tayo sa top view. Does that mean friction goes this way?
Mm-hmm.
Anong
Hmm.
forces na bakit nga ba nakakatakbo yung isang kotse?
Tires nga po. So,
Hindi, ano yung forces acting on so para mag-accelerate yung kotse, what is the force acting on the car?
the ground. So, dapat
The
ano yun?
ground. So, ano ba yung what is friction?
Supposing yung ano po, supposing yung, ano
Hindi,
nga,
remember, friction is a force pag static that hindi, static or kinetic, it's a force that opposes sliding.
yun.
So yung tires, di ba, umiikot.
Opo.
So hindi pag tingnan mo yung ano, so pag umiikot yung tires, top view, ang mapansin mo, the top will be moving faster than the middle, tapos instantaneously at rest yung nasa bottom. Ganyan yung rotation yan. Ano yan eh, makukuha mo yan by looking at relative velocities. Ito yung ground view of tires. Pagka kasabay mo yung tire, anong makikita mong directions ng speeds ng rubber?
Mm-hmm. So, yung rubber, pag ano pa yung direction
So,
ng rotation. So,
if kung kasabay natin yung wheel, makikita natin yung top will be moving in this direction. The bottom will be moving with this direction. At rest yung center. Pero this is what we'll see kung kasabay natin yung tire. Pero kung yung ground, ito yung makikita kasi, di ba, may addition of velocities ang kailangan mong gamitin dyan eh. Ito yung reference frame, second reference frame, first reference frame, ground frame, moving frame. So, nangyayari, when a car is moving, if it's not slipping, the tires should be instantaneously at rest. The contact patch, ito yan eh, ito yung in contact with the ground. Ang tawag dyan yung contact patch. So the contact patch must be at rest
opo.
relative to the ground. Pag nagsaslide yun, hindi na, hindi mo nakikita mo yung mga ano na, nagsaslide yung tire. May mga nakita kong videos na nagsaslide yung tire dun sa kotse bago siya
Opo.
tumakbo. Yun. Pag ganon, hindi siya, yung bottom, hindi siya, no, hindi siya at rest with respect to the ground. Dito, but if it's moving in a regular way, or if it's accelerating na walang slipping, at rest relative to the ground lagi, yung tire.
Ayun.
Yung bottom surface. Kasi yung top surface, it's moving at... So, mangyayari ito, if this is in your reference frame, if the two parts are moving at speeds v, ito 2v, ito yung v, ito zero instantaneous speed. Babalikan natin yan kasi hindi pa out of the scope of yung ng chapter na to, yung motion of wheels eh. Pero yung ang nangyayari talaga dyan, the ground, so so that the car can move in a circle, dapat the ground must be pushing the car in what direction?
The ground, you're pushing the car in the, wait lang mo, so papaganon siya. So, ano ba? Sample. So imagine na lang po kung maging contact patch na lang yung buong tire.
Okay, so ano yung forces acting on the patch?
Forward po.
Teka, if you're moving at constant speed, yung component, remember, if you're moving at constant speed, ito, for uniform circular motion, walang acceleration along the direction of the speed. The only acceleration is towards the center. So if there's no acceleration along the sides of the circle, then the net force that's tangent to the circle, yan yung ano dyan eh. Yan yung F net tangential should be 0. While F net radial, yung pointing towards the center, should be m times v square over r. Kasi ito yung acceleration. So ito yung condition for uniform circular motion. Ngayon, pero paano mangyayari na ang tangential force ay 0? That means friction should not be acting in the same direction as the velocity. From our free body diagram, tingnan mo, yung normal force, hindi siya mag-contribute towards the circular motion kasi perpendicular siya dun sa acceleration. Gravity also does not contribute. So the only force that could be acting on the car to produce that acceleration, so ito yung acceleration, that acceleration will be like this. So that means yung friction has to be acting in this direction towards the center. Or top view, it's actually friction that points this way. Wala nang ibang forces. Kasi ano ba yung friction? Friction is the contact force between the ground and the tires. Hindi pwedeng in the same direction hindi siya pwedeng tangential to the circle kasi kung tangential, bibilis yan. Constant speed eh. So hindi pwede. So the only direction that friction can possibly act for uniform circular motion is towards the center. Klaro ba?
Obo. Yung bala. So, di lagi po parang rectangular yung motion. Pwede na siya kasi ito nga po rotating din siya.
So, ano yun eh, yung general rule talaga, ito yung ano eh, yung, nasa yung kanina? Yung parang, if the force is parallel to the velocity, that will change the speed. If the force is perpendicular to the velocity, that will change the direction. Since hindi nagbabago yung speed, walang tangential component. Ang natitira lang talaga yung radial. Okay, so yan yung ano, no? Ngayon, so the net force, so if you're moving on a circular track, the net force here is just friction. So, tingnan natin yung ano, yung vertical at saka, so tingnan natin yung free body diagram. So, acceleration Yung instantaneous acceleration, yung radial, mass times acceleration na radial is friction. Tapos, 0 equals normal force minus mg. Ito yung magiging makukuha natin using Newton's laws. So ito, from Newton's laws, this is true. There will be no other forces. Ngayon, ang nagiging usually mga questions sa ganitong problems ay, so if, let's say you're moving at constant speed, given yung speed. So, makukuha natin, since A sub r for uniform circular motion is V square over R, R yung radius ng circle, makukuha natin na mv square over R is equal to the friction. And ito, normal force pa rin is equal to, so friction should be equal to mv squared over R. Ngayon, ano yung mga consequences nito? The faster you go, ano yung requirement on, so if the radius is, so consequences, if R is fixed but you want to move faster, on the same circle, ano dapat mangyari sa friction? Friction should increase or decrease?
Faster. So, dapat it should increase.
Okay, so it should increase. Ngayon, alam natin na yung friction, di ba, may maximum na, yung static friction may maximum. Di ba? We know, but, okay, so assuming static friction yung at work, but Fs is less than or equal to mu s times the normal force. Here, the normal force is just mg. So, ano yung dito? Ano mangyayari? What this means is, if V is fast enough, if V is large enough, the friction required will be greater than mu s mg. Anong mangyayari? Kung ikaw yung nagda-drive tapos tumakbo ka at speed na nangyari to.
So, pag greater pa yung friction, mangyayari pa.
Hindi, pag yung speed mo lumagpas dito sa threshold. Kasi di ba, ito yung friction required to maintain that speed.
Skid na dapat mo.
So, magsiskid. Then, the car will skid. Ano yan eh, kaya kita mo yung mga highway signs pagka may curves, bakit may speed limit?
Para hindi nga pa first of all,
para hindi siya mag-skid. Actually, yan yung ano eh. Yan yung issue dyan ay, if the static friction is on a curve, kailangan yung speed mo should only require a static friction that's less than the maximum. Pag lumagpas ka, if you're going too fast into a curve, mabaviolate yung condition na static friction is less than or equal to mu s nf. So, magsiskid ka. Okay, next. No? So ito yung ano, ito yung sa for road use. Ngayon, yung another example, yung teka, let's redraw the circle. Let's copy the circle para ma-recycle natin. So another example, yung turntable. So let's say ito yung turntable. Nakita ka na ng mga old na font, yung mga turntables. Alam mo yung mga yung mga vinyl record players, turntables yung mga yun, di ba? Tapos let's say meron kang nilagay na object, may pinatong kang object sa surface ng turntable.
Kahit slide out mo, parang ganun, I think.
So ano yung mangyayari? So if it's not sliding, what are the forces? On a rotating vinyl record. Ito yung radius. So, pag hindi siya nagsislip, it's going to move around on a circle, di ba? Meron siyang radius. And then, let's say alam natin, yung turntable, yung isang characteristic niya, all the points on the same radius move at the same angular speed. So pag ito nag-travel by this angle, this will also move at the same angle. Okay, so ngayon, ang titingnan natin ganito. Let's say may turntable. And we are at some inner radius. Tapos, alam natin yung angular velocity. And then, so ito top view to. So yung side view parang katulad pa rin nung kanina, yung sa car. So, acceleration has to be in this direction. Tapos, yung acceleration is going to be v squared over v at that. So, ang mangyari, that's going to be v squared over r. But here, yung v is actually just r times the angular speed. So this becomes r squared omega square over r, or r omega square. Ngayon, tingnan, ang problem dito ay at what angular velocity or angular speed will the object start sliding. So, same analysis. Ang mangyayari lang, instead of dealing with v, you're dealing with omega. Okay. Ngayon, yung final example. So, hindi ko papakita mo yung detail kasi maganda na subukan mo rin siya. Yung last example, yung banked highways, banked curves. Nakita ka na ba ng mga, napansin mo ba yung mga pagka may tigna-travel kayo, di ba yung mga roads, pagka naka-tilt, pagka may curve? Ang tawag dito ay, this is called a banked road.
So, yung sa parang motor po, diba, yung gumagano po na silang konti. So, to aid that siguro mo, I think.
Hindi, dito, yung for motorcycles, ibang ibang situation sa kanila. Mas complicated yung analysis nun eh. So, we're just going to deal with cars. For cars, ganito pa rin yung ito yung itsura niya. Pwede na i-model as. Kasi ang nagko-complicate ng motorcycle analysis ay yung lean angle. Nabo-value ng motorcyclist eh. Okay, so ito. So let's say ito yung car. Ito yung bank road. Kanina, pinakita natin na what if walang bank yung road? It's moving on a horizontal circle. This time, titingnan natin yung bank road. So ganito yung modeling niya. So ito yung amount of banking, let's say theta. Nandito yung car. Tapos, ito yung makuha yung yan. Tapos ito yung center. Ngayon, same speed. Ngayon, yung complication dito, tingnan mo. Because the road is tilted, yung normal force,
it's no longer straight up po.
It's not straight up. Tapos, yung gravity, okay, sige, pointing straight down pa rin siya. Yeah. I-ano ko lang to, extend ko lang para magkasya. Gravity is going to point this way. Teka, 9.8 times 6. Yeah. Pag kinalculate ko yun, 4 pi square times pi square times 5.4 divided by 9.8 times 6. Ang nakukuha ko, 3.62. Hindi 0.6. 4 pi squared 5.4 divided by 9.8 times 6. Okay, we check yung yung expression or yung substitution. Ganito. Pag nagsa-substitute ka, ibalik mo yung units. Tapos do the algebra on the unit. Include mo sa algebra yung units. So, US equals 4 pi square times 5.4 meters. Yung G, 9.8 meter per second square.
Okay, tama naman dapat po. It should cancel.
Hindi, tingnan mo yung expression mo. Okay, balik yung units. US equals, ayan. So, 6 square. Okay, so okay na siya. So, meter divided by meter, cancel. Second square, so 0.60. Okay. So, yun yung kailangan na coefficient of static friction. Now, let's go to the next question, yung number 42. Okay, so before you do that, ano ba yung negative lift? Alam mo yung mga di ba yung mga attachments, yung mga cars, parang may wings. Nakita mo ba yun? Yung mga race cars, diba? May parang wing section sa likod.
Opo.
Sige. Tuloy ko pag nag-resume tayo kasi 5 seconds na lang. Pero yung function ng
Really makes sense. Parang
ewan ko lang sa
baka walang purpose.
Yung pagka-actual na pag yung, for example, Formula 1, may wings sila, di ba?
No po.
They do provide negative lift. Ang di ko lang alam ay kung di ba marami kasi nagkakabit ng kung ano-ano na lang sa mga kotse nila. So, hindi ko alam kung meron talagang effect or kung wala. Kasi, ano yun eh, kung hindi mo rin alam kung saan galing yung wing na binenta sa'yo, di ba? Tapos hindi mo alam kung tinest nila. Pero ang effect kasi niyan, kaya mo gusto ng negative lift. So bakit gusto natin ng negative lift? If you're driving a car, rear wheel drive yung mga yan, di ba? So you want the rubber to be pressed down. So ang effect kasi niyan, the wheel is being pressed down by the negative lift. So yung negative lift pushes the body of the car, which pushes the suspension. So yung suspension pushes down on the wheel. So ito yung force from suspension. Tapos meron kang so yung force from suspension nagiging mas malaki kaysa kapag walang negative lift. Which means the normal force, because of the presence of negative lift, yung normal force is going to be greater than mg. Yan yung effect ng negative lift. You're using the air so that the normal force from the road acting on the car will be greater than mg kapag level ground. So, since mas malaki yung normal force, anong effect nun? Yung friction, diba, is equal to, yung maximum static friction is going to be mu s Fn, which is mu s mg plus yung lift, yung negative lift. And because mas mataas ngayon yung frictional force na napoproduce, the car can accelerate more. Ano kasi, yung nagli-limit ng acceleration ay yung tires. If the tires slide, hindi ka makakapag-maximum acceleration or braking. Ayaw mo mangyari yun. As much as possible, gusto mo na on the verge of slipping, but not slipping. So finding that balance para mag-accelerate at mag-decelerate ng yung largest possible acceleration and deceleration. Okay. So at least that's what negative lift is.
Saka na pala po,
Ngayon, balik tayo sa problem.
yung spoilers
Ano
pala, yung wings po pala yung sinasabi niyo pala. Yung spoilers don't actually, they could worsen pa yung aerodynamics. Yung parang wing, yung talagang
Kaya
ginagamit
ano yun eh.
racing.
So, kung maayos yung design, halimbawa, Formula 1, they're pros. They have to think about the aerodynamics. Yun, dapat may function yun. Pero kasi, yung typical na guy with car and some money to spend, usually wala naman silang alam about aerodynamics, di ba? So, paano nila mag-guarantee na yung binili nila actually works? Yung mga actual na designers sa mga ganyan, what they do is may wind tunnel experiments para ma-determine kung na-produce na yung effect na gusto mangyari. Okay? Anyway, balik tayo dun sa problem. So, assume hindi factor yung negative lift, circular motion, parang yung kanina yung sinetup ko na walang banking angle. So, number 42. So, okay, stop share muna ako para masubukan mo. So mv square over r.
Ayun. 40. Copy. Paste. Bago mag-load. Ayun.
At
For
nag-share ka ba ng screen?
wait a minute, bilang mo. Ayun. Ayun. Dito. Ha? Nagkamali yata ako. What chapter? What chapter? Bilang mo. What chapter to? Chapter 7 na pala. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. For, for, 40 ba? Hmm?
42.
Ayun. Post, ayun. Yun. Tignan mo.
Wala pang hindi pa naka-share yung screen mo. Nag-share ka ba or hindi?
Hindi ba mukhang share? Bilang. Ay, hindi ko
Sige.
naka-share. Share. Share whole screen. Oh. Okay. Kaya pala nag-share. Wala. Check. Wait lang. Try ko lang muna. I-stop share ko po. Tapos share ko muna. Yung ko po muna. Okay, yan.
Teka, nasaan yung circle? Or yung center ng circle? Or yung axis? Ano-ano pa yung forces? So static friction points in what direction?
Static friction. So, wala po ano na. It's not moving. Wait.
Umiikot
Static
siya in a
friction kasi
circle, di ba?
rolling. Static friction kasi rolling po. Okay.
Teka. Ganito. Yung friction, anong direction? Tangent to the circle or towards the center of the circle?
Or sa center po.
Kaya ano yung diagram dyan, mas maganda na i-side view mo siya sa halip na top view. Tapos yung model natin ay box. Kaya pakita ko yung itsura ng diagram ko. Ito. So, ano to snapshot to ng kung nangyayari. Ito yung axis of rotation. Tapos, ito yung car. So, ito yung radius ng circle. So, syempre, pag at a later time, nasa kabilang side yung kotse. Pero, titingnan kasi natin at this instant. Ngayon, yung forces, meron tayong normal force, may gravitational force, tapos friction points this way towards the axis. So, and then at this instant, yung x and y coordinate system ko, ganito yung orientation. So, ano yung forces? So, m v square over r is equal to, di ba, along x yan. So, um, dapat towards the center, so negative to. Tapos, yung friction, pointing to the left, so negative din siya. So, ito yung x components. Yung y component, no acceleration along up and down, so 0 equals Fn minus mg. Anyway, so ngayong na-setup ko na, pwedeng pa-share uli at pakituloy. Kaya i-screenshot ko lang. Para matingnan mo rin. Okay, so stop share na ako. Tapos pa-share ulit ng screen mo.
The connection is unstable. Oh no. Corporate ko na po yan na. Dito. Okay.
Teka, bakit ganyan yung figure mo? Ano yung lines na nandito sa ano? Nasaan yung, umiikot siya on a circle, di ba? So, nasaan yung center of rotation?
Ano?
Yan yung rope?
Ano?
No. Ganito yung itsura niyan sa ano, sa actual na yung actual na pakita ko yung ano. Sige, i-share ko yung
Hindi
screen
mo
ko.
siya. Rounds yung curve daw eh. Hindi mo siya.
Ganito yung itsura nung
Parang
hanap ako
roundabout.
ng ano, ng sige, kuha ko ng image ng roundabout.
Roundabout mo siya. Okay.
So, let's say roundabout yung ano, yung model natin. So, buksan ko lang yan, no? Kailangan ko image. So, example ng, so kuha ko ng ano, no? Isang, para i-paste ko sa screen ko. Mas ano eh, baka mas visualizable to kapag nakita mo yung roundabout case eh. Okay. So, ito yung ano, picture ng roundabout. Ngayon, Tingnan mo yung car na to.
Ito mo, hindi pa nakasya.
Sige, share ko ulit. Okay, kita ba?
Ito mo.
So, ito, consider this car. It's moving on the circle, di ba? Ngayon, yung axis of rotation niya, yung center is going to be ito. Let me mark it with an with a red X. Ito. Yung radius ito. So, if a car is nandito sa edge na to umiikot, yung radius na ginagamit niya, ito. So, mas malapit sa center ng roundabout, mas maliit yung radius. Ngayon, ang para i-analyze yung behavior ng sa car, ang ginagawa ko, isipin mo, i-flip over mo siya to the side. So, side view, kaya ito yung itsura. Makikita mo yung back ng car. Tapos, ito yung center, ito yung axis, kung nasaan yung X mark. Tapos, ito yung forces. mg, normal force. Tapos, friction points this way. Ngayon yung ganyan ini-interpret yung diagram. So ito, top view. Ito, what if i-rotate ko yung figure, what if I'm viewing it from the perspective of the red car? So nasa loob ng red car, pinapanood ko yung blue car. Yun yun. Yung location ko is somewhere here. Lagyan ko na, gawingan ko ng mata. Yung viewing, so my location is going to be here. So ito yung mata ko. Klaro ba? Actually, mas ano yan, yan dito, sorry, ito. Dito ako nanonood. Tapos ito yung based on this location, or on this, based from the view here, ito yung makikita ko. Okay, anyway, tuloy natin to sa this coming Sunday. So this coming Thursday, we'll continue with calculus. Okay, so kasi 6 p.m. na, and I have someone else to meet. So see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.
Yun na po. Thank you po. Yun na po ang Thursday.